I'll talk about it.
And we're live.
Hello!
Hello!
Oh, yeah, no. I love me a good controversy as long as I'm not like the center of it. And on that note, good Monday morning. Welcome to the channel where we love drama as long as it's not about us. No.
Drinking all the
Cheers.
tea. Thirsty work, y'all.
That's right. Oh, that's right. I will let you see the clean part of my yard all day long, but the other shit, no way. No. Oh my God. Speaking of cleaning the yard, I ended up cleaning my small backyard and my laundry room yesterday, and I swear the desert is trying to move into my laundry room because every time every 6 months I go out there and I start cleaning it, and I'm just like, what the hell is this? There's like dirt on everything. And those are just desert problems.
I cleaned my desk.
It's not
Does that
just
count?
desert problems.
Yeah.
I live by the sand hills in North Carolina, and there's a reason that they call them the sand hills.
Yeah.
Sand as far as the eye can see.
Oh wow.
And it
So
sticks to your shoes, and it comes in, and then it gets on your floors, and then when you vacuum, you get that fine sandy powder that floats around on every nook and cranny.
Yep.
It's like glitter. It never goes
Yeah,
away.
it is. It never goes away. Skye knows, she's in the same region as me. You just can't stop it. It doesn't matter how clean your place is. There's just sand everywhere in the air, and it settles around you.
Oh yeah. Well then I feel better. I'm not alone. You guys know the struggle.
Yeah.
Especially when you said the fine powdery that gets on everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I think that when they do autopsies on people from Arizona, the first thing they do is they open up their lungs and they actually scrape out the sand that has settled. So.
Oh man, that's
Awesome.
great.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and Caro disappeared. I'm like, we'll go ahead and start introducing ourselves, and then Caro vanished.
She said she didn't want to do it.
I know. She's like, not happening. How was your guys' weekend?
Mine was
It was
good.
okay.
Good. Good.
I made it through.
Yeah. That's always a plus.
I did not turn on my computer at all until yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself.
I had to, because somebody was trying to yank my chain a little bit, so I had to get on the computer.
Uh-oh. Now you gotta...
It wasn't me.
It's a potential client who, even though they... How do I say this nicely? Even though...
They probably don't watch my channel, so by all means.
Okay, yeah. Well, this individual gave me literally a 12-hour notice for what he expects to be an in-person meeting. And I'm like, dude, you didn't even ask me if I live in the same state as you. Like, you have no idea. And that was literally the only response that he had to my email. And I was like, you know what? I don't do that. Like, sorry, dude, that's too short notice. Maybe we can come up with another time. And I've gotten no response since. So I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm not one of those you say jump and I say how high people. You say jump and I laugh at you. So I don't think this is going to work.
Is this the one you're telling me about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to add to that story, they wanted her to come see them on a Sunday as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Not even business hours. Sunday.
Sunday morning at 11:30. Told me Saturday night at 11:30 p.m. that Sunday morning at 11:30 a.m. was the only opportunity they would have to speak to me for the next week. And I'm like, first of all, it's bullshit. Secondly, no thank you. Like, and I hate to be like, to pick on people, because now that I know how important SEO is, I see so many opportunities to do it. Like, I really, really like it. But I know some people don't know, especially anybody who isn't actively seeking out the information of how important SEO is.
Right.
They don't realize that it's so simple and so vital.
Right.
And this is a new business that actually has a physical location. And they don't even have their Google Maps set up correctly. And I'm like, you really, really need my help. Like, I could do a really good job. And both of them just gave me like 1-sentence answers. And I'm like, I'm not going to pander for your business, man. Like, I can help you. And you're going to be glad that I did. And if you can't value what I bring to the table, if you don't know yet, not my problem. I'll just go send another email to somebody else. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I had to get on the computer Sunday morning and take a few minutes to compose myself because my only thing I could think to say was, are you fucking serious? Like, really, man? Because this person that I was speaking to is supposed to be the director of social media and marketing. And if you work in marketing and you don't understand what SEO does for you, you don't work in marketing. So, I'm like, okay, well, it is what it is. I'm just gonna move along if that's all you've got for me. I'm not desperate. I'm good.
Right.
So I had to get on the computer and take a few minutes to compose my thoughts, to respectfully not laugh in their face.
Which
12-hour notice for an in-person meeting when you don't know if I even live in the same state as you.
Yeah.
Come on, that's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Especially on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But
We're in the South.
yeah.
Too.
I was like, you guys are in the Bible Belt, so that's like sacrilegious, even if you're not religious. You just don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You are a good person, because if I wasn't planning on working with this guy, I probably would have been like, stick it up your ass.
I was tempted.
I don't. So if I consider you a friend and you irritate me, I will be as pleasant as pie and be like, we need to talk this through. If you're someone that I can cut loose and don't really give a shit because you don't add anything to my life, I'm just like, let's go. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves, and then we'll go ahead and get started with what everybody is here to do. Because it sounds like nobody, including myself, got any writing done this weekend.
Well, I purposely planned for that.
Carol!
Yeah.
Carol!
Amy,
She has joined
Amy,
us
you need to
again.
take your gremlins and keep them. I don't want them.
I don't know what to tell you. I cannot control the gremlins, Carol. If I did, I would be sticking them on my
I
enemies.
can practically set my watch by it right now. 9:05, internet goes down. Like,
I think it has something to do with the heat, because I know here when it rains, what did you knock down this time? When it rains, my internet gets kind of weird. So it's probably the heat.
I opened the door to the room the router's in, but because I thought that too. And I put my hand in there. I was like, it's not that hot. And I checked the thermostat. It says the inside of the house is 78 right now. So I'm like, ooh.
Hey, I don't know if any of you guys are watching Derek, but whatever he's doing on that phone, he looks like thrilled, like beyond.
He looks so thrilled.
He looks like he would rather be getting a root canal by a drunken homeless person.
Ladies and gentlemen, Derek's happy face.
We love you, Derek. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Come on, Amy, you gotta make Carol cry.
What?
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Prepare the tears, Carol.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh, she's got something special for me.
All right, we're ready.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Gotta get her signed.
Hello, Internet. I am Amy Nobody. I am a certified SEO consultant. I'm not just any SEO consultant. I'm certified through UC Davis, damn it. Despite my disrespectful potential clients, I do not have any social media or a website. Because I don't want to do it. As much as I would love to help you with your website and social medias, and I'm damn good at it, thank you very much, I refuse to participate in this particular beast race. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. I love doing it for other people. It's bizarre, I know. But Cthulhu, feel my pain, Cthulhu. Inflict the madness. So yeah, I have been. I'm gonna have to set it up eventually, Cthulhu. I know I can hear you from here. I've been joining these Camp NaNoWriMo July 2019 writing sprints because I am trying to finish my second rough draft of my first fiction book. I have no previously published fiction work. I'm just here to have fun with my friends and make Cthulhu and Caro and Skye and Alina and everybody else who understands my mistake cry. So thank you for having me on this Monday morning.
That was wonderful.
That really was. You handled that. You handled that amazingly. You really did. You did. Which I give you props because, you know, every day you can build on this. It's going to become and then I can foresee this happening. You're going to build it up, and then once you start your social medias, everybody's going to be like, Amy! Ah!
So this is what I foresee happening. She's gonna keep saying that forever and ever, and she's gonna fully have everything set up and not say a word, and then just one day randomly be like, "Oh, by the way, this happened months ago."
I'm
a professional.
I'll have to cry about something else. Like I don't like what are we gonna cry about, baby Cthulhu? Like
I will invent some new offense specifically just to fill that particular void in your life.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
We can cry over the fact that our writing tribe is like the only writing tribe that has zero drama so far.
So far, yeah.
So far.
Are we? Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know the difference.
Yeah, like it seems like every time I turn around, there's more. What do they call it? Tea being spilled.
Yeah.
We keep our tea in our cups. We're
I
like,
don't think that's going to last very long, though, because YouTube is coming out with a new creator harassment policy where basically they're kind of limiting like how much you can do stuff like that. So I heard that it's in the works right now, but I haven't read the actual wording. So.
No more tea videos for us, huh?
Oh, no. We'll find somewhere else to post them. I will find it.
Oh, yeah. All right, Bill. On that note, it's actually your turn, Caro.
What? My turn?
So spill the tea.
Oh, okay. My name is Caro Brown. I'm an urban fantasy author, writer for Otherworld Inc. and for Third Fates Press. I have a book coming out, Urban Fantasy, on August 9th. I'm actually getting a proof copy of the physical before I can give like the okay that it's ready to go. I'm just checking margins and stuff like that. So the physical pre-orders are almost here.
Woo!
Yeah. I'm here today to work on my novella, which I have been putting off, but this is my Camp NaNoWriMo project right now. And I picked it because it was easy, and I need something easy in my life right now, besides other things. But yeah.
I know them feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, and definitely those margins are important because if not, everything looks wackadoo.
I learned so much about formatting because this whole like I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna have a tag coming out in a couple weeks. It's called the Journey Tag, and it's about like the trials and tribulations you went through like making your first book. And everything about my first book has been kind of like going to somebody and trusting them to do it, and then having them either disappear or flake or whatever, and then I've ended up having to do it myself. So that's like,
yeah.
Don't you love that?
I had a formatter, and the margins and everything just weren't working, and I kept saying, hey, this isn't working, what are we going to do? And the last email I got was one word: DanaNo. And after that I was like, you gotta freaking be kidding me. And I reached out to Sarah, and she was like, here, let me see what I can do to help you. And I was just so pissed off. I'm like, wait a minute. Especially when there's money exchanged and the answer you get to a like serious issue is Don't know. How are we going to make this work?
Yeah.
Don't know. It's your freaking job to know. Okay.
That's exactly what I was about to say. As a freelancer and a professional freelancer, to know is absolutely under no circumstances an acceptable answer. Yeah. If you don't know, you need to know. You need to figure that shit out before you respond to your client. So good job moving on from that disaster.
Yeah, it's like if you're marketing yourself as that's part of your business, you need to know because that's what you claim to be doing. So
and if you don't know, you can tell you can say don't know. Even if you don't know, you can say don't know, but add on, but I will find out.
Right. See, if he would have just been like, hey, I'm not entirely sure why this isn't working or what's going on, but let me figure it out. I mean, it was nothing. It was dunno and then ghosted, gone. I was just like,
yeah, fuck this noise. I just got ripped off. Next.
I know. I was like, oh, okay, so I wonder if I could pull that off on the electric company. Hey, when you going to pay your bill? Don't know. No. Oh my goodness. All right. Shit, Skye, it's your turn. I'm looking at Derek, and I'm like, it's Derek's turn, but he's visibly not prepared.
Something is going on. Life happens even when you're live.
That's right.
Should we do it for him? He's DL Stewart. That's the same name on all of his social media, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, everything. Battle for Metagore was the name of his recently released book. Yep. You can get it on Amazon now and Smashworks and Barnes & Noble.
Yep.
He has been working on a variety of projects for the month of July. He's worked on Work a couple of times, but he's been working on the outline. The outline, right? Yeah, the outline for his memoir.
Yep.
And he's putting out some pretty impressive writing sprints because the outline at this point is still the brain dump stage.
Yeah. Oh, wait, finish this phone call.
Phone call is done.
Did we miss anything, Derek? Did we get it?
Derek, we did your intro for you.
That's good. I didn't know they were going to shut up.
Since you're here, though, go ahead and do your intro. We'll see if we missed anything.
Yeah, I probably got it better than I do. I forget stuff. I'm DL Stewart. I write adult medieval fantasy.
I missed that one. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
This month at camp, I'm doing a memoir type book. I'm just outlining at the moment. What did you do?
Me?
No, is that like two you missed?
No. She's missed one. I'm counting. This is the one she's got.
Oh, okay. I thought that was like how many y'all missed. I'm like,
she's keeping tally for us. Trust me, you're good. Go ahead.
But for camp, I'm doing a memoir of my wild days. I used to rap and live with like 5 other people and do other illegal things and stuff. I'm almost got the outline done. I should be hopefully getting it and get done sometime today, tonight. And then I'll probably start actually writing on it for the rest of the month. And then after the month, I'll go back to my second Metagore series. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, website. Everything's DL Stewart Author. I have a blog and a newsletter up on my website. You can go and click all those links.
I love that signal.
It's 12. Sorry, sign language 12. I'm like 12.
Carol's giving signs over there. Come here.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
Okay. You missed 1 out of 12, Amy.
I know, right? High five me. Damn.
Did I miss any?
No, we got,
No, I think you got everything. Okay. I missed the newsletter and missed the medieval.
Yeah, you missed
medieval fantasy.
Medieval fantasy and the newsletter and all that stuff. But I got everything else right. Yes.
2 out of 14. That's not bad.
See, I am a damn good SEO. I did all that for somebody who's not even a client just because he's my friend. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be on the phone that long. I was probably on the phone with her for like 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
With your mom?
Yeah, every time she calls, she just rambles all the time. I think that's where I get it from, but yeah.
Oh,
No
that was the
context.
mom face.
Or content, just random stuff that I care nothing about. Stuff that happened with people that she works with that I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. That's when you got to be like, hey, mom, house on fire, got to go by. No.
No, she'd be freaking out and she'd call up here and everything else. Me and my wife, after we had our first daughter, we decided to take a honeymoon to St. Louis and go to Six Flags because we didn't have a honeymoon after we got married because she was pregnant and we didn't actually have a wedding or anything. We just went to the courthouse. So after like that next summer, we decided to go to Six Flags St. Louis, stay at the motel up there and stuff. And my mom, when I lived in Pickett, regardless of where I lived at, she would drive out of her way just to drive by my house when she went to work and home from work. And I was supposed to get off at work and been home about 7 o'clock in the morning. I got off at 6. It's about an hour drive. And she drove by my house on her way to work around 8, and my car wasn't there. So she started calling me and my wife. Of course, I was asleep in the car. My wife was driving. And we left our phones in the hotel once we got to St. Louis and went to Six Flags and then this and that. And I didn't call her back until that night, probably 10, 11 o'clock that night. And she had called me like 20 different times, left all kinds of voice messages, called my wife. She called the police department to see if I got arrested. She called the fire department to see if I was in some kind of accident and they had to come and like break me out of the car or something. I don't know. She called the hospital and she works at the hospital. So I don't know why she would have called them, but she called them anyways. She called my grandma, my wife's mom, my wife's dad, everything. She's freaking out. I was like, oh my God, I'm like 20 something years old. I live on my own. Just leave me the fuck alone. I don't have to tell you every time I'm going to leave town.
Oh.
Yeah.
She mommed hardcore. She mommed hardcore in that scenario.
Yeah, that's just how she always is. Me and hers never really got along.
Are you the only child?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That explains.
Only child. She's a single parent.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I was gonna say, like, I mean, and I thought I was like, if I. Okay, so like, I have a 19-year-old, and he still lives at home. He moved out, and then he moved back in, and now he's getting ready to move out again.
Yeah, I was like 22, 23.
Yeah, and.
So,
He didn't come home on Friday after work, and in the back of my mind I kept saying, well, where could he possibly be? But I didn't like call him and stalk him and everything. And then last night when he came home, he felt really bad because he forgot to tell me that he was going out of town to do some work, and he knew. He was like, I know you were probably worried about me. And I was just, but
yeah, well, I don't get those. When I lived at home before I moved out,
yeah,
I was never actually at home.
Yeah.
I would always be at my friend's house. I would sleep while my mom was at work, and before she got home, I would leave just so I didn't have to be around her and go to one of my friend's house and stay there until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then go back home, go to sleep by the time she's leaving for work.
Yeah.
I would take random road trips up to Michigan, Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, wherever, just randomly on with my friends, and no problem with that. She never freaked out. But after I'm married, live in my own house and everything, me and my wife's like, we're going to take a day trip to St. Louis, stay the night there, and come back the next day. She's freaking out, calls everybody.
Yeah, like my 23-year-old who lives with his girlfriend, I don't hear from him for weeks on end, and as long as he posts something on Facebook or an Instagram occasionally, I'm like, he's okay.
He's alive. We're good.
Yep, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, I know. After we had our first daughter, my mom made a point of coming by the house every day just so she could see her grandkid. And I had to finally put a stop to that. I was like, no. She's like, but that's my grandkid. I see my grandparents like once every 2 or 3 weeks when I was her age. You don't have to see her every day.
Yeah. I hear you.
Did we do Skye's intro already?
Yeah. Let's do Skye's intro.
Because I was watching, I was hearing what everybody else was doing in the comments. So
Okay. Hi, I'm Skye. I write paranormal romance under the name SD Haggis, and I'm working on a my newsletter reader magnet for Camp NaNo for right now. Working on multiple projects, but that's what I'm working on today. And I don't have anything out yet, and my website's not up yet because I'm still working on that. And yeah, I just fail at all the departments too. I probably make Cthulhu cry as well. Just saying.
Let's consult Cthulhu. Let's see. Cthulhu disapproves.
See, that's what's gonna happen. When Amy finally has her stuff up, my stuff will still be down, and that's when you'll have to cry about Cthulhu.
So I'll find some reason to cry about something. I'm creative. I write fiction, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, and
Maybe.
I am Dana, and I'm glad that you guys are all here today. I am licking my wounds from over the weekend. I submitted my adult bedtime stories for a once-over from the editor I'm working with, and she came back with very honest feedback, which I appreciate, and that's why I continue working with her, because she is no holds bar. She doesn't give a shit if she hurts my feelings or not, because she knows I can do better. And today I'm going to do better.
One page at a time, Dana. One page at a time.
That's right. That's right. Well, it's always amazing. I think I always think to myself, all right, I did it better this time. It's going to be awesome. And then I get feedback and it's like, seriously, you sent this shit to me? I know you can do better. Fix it. I'm like, ah.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
I know. Even though I do appreciate her honesty, it was kind of like a bam. But she was right. I rushed it, and I can do better. And the people of my Patreon deserve better. And so I am going to do exactly that today, unless the cat decides to knock everything off my desk, and then I might have to just catch it all. So, yes. Thank you, Persephone. I can do it, and I will do it. And then I will be the best erotic bedtime story writer on the planet. Okay, all right. So are we ready to go ahead and get started?
My documents are open. I'm ready.
Okay.
Mine are too.
Mine are open. Let me find my jams real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I opened mine while I was on the phone, so I'm ready.
Yeah. I pretty much am like, so what I did was I started writing and I was like, oh yeah, this is really cool. This is going great. And then I started thinking to myself, well, maybe this is too much for what I was expecting it to be. So then I changed, gears, and now I'm just basically adding what I started with to what I finished with and making it mesh and making it better. We're going to make it better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've gotten into I don't know. Do you guys go through like phases with like music at all?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've given up on pop music because I haven't heard anything good outside of Old Town Road for like 6 months. And I was like, I need to try something else. And so like I was listening to somebody else's playlist and I was like, bagpipes, that's what I need in my life.
The Van Morrison kick for like 4 months now. I put it on the Van Morrison station on Pandora and I just leave it alone, and it's fantastic.
Yeah. No, I got bagpipes now, so.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a video I have to send you on Facebook. If you're into bagpipes right now, I got a thing.
Okay, you send it. All right, I have my jams up and ready, so.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Oh, hey,
All
it's Prime Day.
It's what?
It's Prime Day, Amazon Prime Day, where they give you deals on stuff that you don't want.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
But when you see the deal, then you want it, right? That's what happens to me.
It's like, hey, 50 cents off this bookmark. It's like, did you use this bookmark? It's gonna cost you $3 to ship it, though.
I know, right?
Wow.
Right. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Well, here we go. Let's start this in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. That is time.
I only got like 150 words right now.
I got 443.
Very good.
I got 94.
94. I got 398.
Mm-hmm.
I am pulling up my calculator.
I'll be right back.
I got 193.
Woohoo.
That's you.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right.
Bethany got 818 words. That's awesome.
Ow!
That is, yeah, I was going to say, that is incredible. My cat is looking for Dana's cat. Yeah. Sorry. She's extra mouthy today because I think she's starting another heat cycle. And, you know, she's typically a very curious girl, but today she's like sassy, curious, acting like a prostitute girl. Michael did 150 words.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tracy Ann is halfway done with first homework assignment.
Very nice. Persephone did her morning pages. I think Tamara has started a new trend with the morning pages. 620 words for morning pages.
Ooh. That's awesome.
Oh, Bethany. Sorry. I should have warned you guys. She is
Talking.
on the prowl today. Here she is. Can you say hi? And she is going to be talking and laying down, and she was like, it was funny because she was actually like rubbing up against the rabbit. And it's funny because the rabbit is like, hey, you want to be friends? And Shira's like, yeah, let's be friends. And then she gets a little too friendly, and the rabbit's like, okay, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Have fun with that. Yeah, the rabbit's like, I don't think this is appropriate.
I'm uncomfortable now. I need an adult.
I know. Mom, she's touching me. Oh, you know what? So I've noticed that there's a lot of times people will go live on YouTube or they'll post videos, and I don't get notified about it until much later. And someone had said that what you need to do is the people that you follow the most, you have to go and like re-hit the bell, and then you'll start getting the notifications again. That's the tubes for you. Oh, I think she just crop dusted me. You're a nasty cat. Yes, Bethany, she is a Bengal. And she's my daughter's cat, and my daughter is in Pennsylvania, so she's been hanging out with me all summer. Her and her Bengaliness.
I'm like so not feeling the story right now.
You know what I have encountered, and this is just totally random? I am sick of my main characters' names.
Yeah.
One day I just looked at it and I was like, I don't want that name anymore. And now I don't know what to do because I loved them so much then. I figure, like, should I just go ahead and finish writing it using their names and see what happens? And it's one of those things where I'm like, I've never had this happen before. Never. Like, I love picking names. I always pick names that I love. And now all of a sudden I'm like, I'm tired of typing that word.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm projecting some other kind of irritation onto their names. That's probably what it is.
And you might just be, I noticed that, like, I loved my characters' names until I worked with them for so much that it's like, I'm over it. You know what I mean? I still love them, my characters, and I still love their names. But when I was doing the editing process, especially,
Yeah.
I just kind of got burned out because I have one. His name's Alexi, and I decided to spell it differently than the way that Word wants it spelled. And
The K, not the X.
yeah, and so I had to constantly go back and find it and change it. And I want to say like halfway through the editing process, I was like, I'm done. I'm so done. I'm over trying to make it unique. It's just gonna be the regular, typical Alexi. Suck it. I'm done. And then I walked away and I came back and I was like, no, it needs to be unique because he's unique. He deserves that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
That's what I need to do.
You are totally shedding, dude. This is not nice.
Yeah, I need to print this.
How would you pronounce? Oh, Bethany Bandit is asking about her protagonist name. How would you pronounce? Is it Spio?
I typed in what I said I would have said it as.
Yeah, same.
Spio. Okay. It's definitely a unique name.
One of the first things I do if I'm reading a book and I come across a name I don't know, I go ahead and type it into Google and say pronunciation. And if it's a word that actually exists, I will find it.
Right.
It's kind of.
If it's you just throwing random words together, not so much. And then I'm just like, well, fuck, your name is Theo from now on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I do. If I don't know how to say it, I don't bother. Your name becomes like, if it's like Samama. Like if I can't come up with anything else, whatever letters of that name stick out, you become Samama Bop. Like that's it. And that's what my brain will say for the rest of the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually really good advice. Like, so I draw my characters a lot, and I try to when I make my characters and I describe them, I try to describe it in the same way that I would find it easy to draw, and that's worked really well for me, except for fucking David, because I gave David geometric fucking full sleeve tattoos, and that was the biggest mistake of my goddamn life.
Well, maybe we could have a full sleeve geometric tattoo, and he really likes long sleeve flannel shirts.
Oh yeah, no, he wears a lot of long
jam.
sleeves, and I have to draw him. Yeah. But it's like I don't want to get rid of them, because the reason he got them is because like he's got like a bunch of scars, and his sister put the tattoos on, right? So like that's why he has them, so I can't get rid of them. But I hate drawing them. I only did one picture where I tried to draw them, and by the time I was done, I'm like, never again. Never fucking again.
Yeah. Speo. Okay. Well, cool. You guys are so right. You were all on board with her name.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to pronounce stuff that I've never seen before, because so fun fact is that when I try to learn another language and I start trying to pronounce it, the native speakers always say that it has a British accent to it because of my mom and the way that she told me to pronounce letters. But usually what I'll try to do is I'll see a new word and I'll try to do it the British way, and then the American way, and then the Japanese way, and then I just give up after that.
Yeah. You're like, thanks, Mom. Thanks for everything.
Thanks, Mom.
So, right on. Well, cool. Well, are we ready to start another one? Because everything's yelling at me that we should.
Yeah, even though I'm really not feeling this today, I'm going to do it.
Feeling your story, or?
I'm not feeling it today. I'm kind of like...
Table flip!
Yeah. I don't want to write any garbage.
I have this GIF that I use in conversations all the time.
Is it
and
the
it's this
bear
guy.
one?
Huh?
Is it the teddy bear one?
The panda bear tearing up the
Yeah.
computer. That's
Yeah.
one of them. But it's this guy, and he's sitting at this desk, and he's covered in paperwork and everything. And he flips the desk, but everything lands right back up correctly, like it should be. And then he just slumps down in the chair, damn it. He tried to rage, and it didn't work. Everything corrected itself. And I love to use that because that's how I feel like my life goes. Like, I want to throw a hissy fit, and about the time that I'm like peak rage, I look around and it doesn't matter. Like, I might as well just sit back down and get back to work.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. I'm
Same.
just and Michael is saying that if he doesn't do his YouTube videos soon, someone needs to go and spank him. Would you like to be paddled with a nubbed board?
Mhm.
Is that good?
Well, hello, Dana.
She does write erotica.
I know, right?
It is showing. The best part about that comment is that it had to be approved.
Yeah. All right, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that's time.
$293.
Ooh, very nice.
Thank you, thank you.
It didn't feel like 15 minutes. It just like went by so fast.
I thought the opposite.
Yeah.
To the point where I was like, "Are we not done yet? Are we done?"
I got 200 words in 5 minutes staring at the ceiling, done trying to figure out what is wrong with my story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 295. Maybe it's like Monday. Like some Mondays are really good and we can get a lot of progress done, and some Mondays are just like tough.
Well, yeah. I guess my problem is that I didn't know. Like, so normally before I have a writing session, I have like a little sticky note and I know what I'm going to write that day. I didn't do that today. I was just kind of like pantsing it. Now I'm like, I don't like any of it.
I wrote 457, but that's not quite accurate because I deleted a lot of stuff and recreated a new chapter basically, and used a lot of what I'd written in the last session. So I probably only wrote like 200 words.
Very nice. Yeah, but you got a lot of work done, and that's really what counts.
And I'm more pleased with the direction this chapter's going.
Yeah. Good step, Tammy. Gotta have that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say the Naked Firefly did 420, which is totally awesome, and then Bethany Bandit did 901.
Wow!
Yeah, and Morgan Lee did 473. I'm like, what kind of caffeine did you guys drink this morning? Because I'm right there with Michael and Persephone. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Shit, I need to speed it up a little bit. No. I need to step up my game. Very nice. Steven is figuring out countries for his fantasy world. I didn't like start my book with that, but after my editor was like, hey, you might want to start laying these out, I had a really hard time like naming the places where my characters go.
I was having an interesting time with a project the other day because I got to thinking about whether or not I wanted to use real cities or make my own cities and just plop them down in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
And I seem to do a mixture of both for various stories, depending on the story.
Yeah, that's what I did. Some of the places are actual places, and some of them are just random things that people suggested for me. Oh, okay. Bethany's dictating.
Yeah, I had to ask because I was like, that's some really high numbers. I'm really impressed if you're typing, but
yeah,
I'm curious if you're dictating instead.
I know. It all works.
It does. I miss dictating sometimes because then I was always pushing out like 600 to 700 words each time, and that was with me being bad at dictating. I can only imagine that if I actually practiced more and got good at it, that I would have been getting the kind of numbers that Bethany's getting right now.
Yeah.
And now I can't dictate.
And Morgan Lee she's been writing for 3 hours straight, and she's almost at 3K for the day. And she went for a run. And
has coffee and snack.
Yep.
Morgan Lee is doing a 12-hour write-a-thon, I think. So she's going to be writing for 12 hours. So she's already got 3 of those 12 done.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
If I understood correctly, I think that's who's doing the write-a-thon. I have to look back through the comments now.
I think I seen that earlier on Facebook.
I've always thought about doing like a write-a-thon or like doing the 10K. I want to do the 10K Tuesdays, but I don't know. I'm like, I'm going to do it. And then it starts and I'm like, what was I thinking?
I swear I am going to write 10K tomorrow, one way or another. Like, probably what I'm going to end up doing today is I'm going to rehash out the story, and then I'm going to find all the stuff that needs to be written, and then I'm just going to focus on writing that. And I should get somewhere around 10K, one way or another.
I think this coming up Sunday is Mandy Lynn's 10K writing challenge thing.
I think
Probably try
so.
to do that
Oh, yeah, that's
Saturday
right. That's coming up.
on the 21st.
Yeah.
That's the one where you can get the
Little badge.
the
The pin.
Yeah.
Pin,
Can I get my button?
I think
I
she
got
posted.
the thing in the other day for my first one. And it was tore on the side, like in the mail.
Aw.
I had even put it in a bigger envelope saying that about the I want to extend my sincere apology for your postmaster as your postmaster for the enclosed document that was inadvertently damaged in the handling. So I didn't get my pen.
Wait, you did not get it?
No, it fell out, I guess, during shipping. The envelope tore and everything.
Oh no!
So she just put it in a regular letter envelope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering how she was shipping those. You've got to at least put them in like a small bubble wrap so that they don't.
Yeah. She said I had messaged her and let her know about it, and she said she was going to try to find some type of thicker shipping thing or whatever for it.
Yeah.
And then she said she'll send me another one. I was like, okay.
That's cool. At least she's gonna send you another one. I don't know. I might just have to do it so that I can get a button. I do like buttons. Sally needs a new button, don't you, Sally?
Yeah, I ain't gonna do it every week or whatever like the regular 2K Tuesdays, but I figured once in a while I would attempt it.
Yeah. Might just have to try it so Sally can get another button.
Yeah, her last one was the only time I've ever tried the 10K, and that was up until almost midnight. And I got it. I was like, yes.
Yeah. Well, everybody in the comments seems to be doing really well. Michael has exceeded his editing goals for today and needs 99 words to meet his new word goals.
I'm going to change my project for the rest of this stream and do something else because this is just not working.
Yeah.
Not working. I'm going to work on the video that's associated with this board behind me until I'm done.
Yes! I'm so excited for the video.
What are you doing?
Because I want to know.
So you're going to do 2 streams on the 23rd?
No, I'm just going to do one.
Yeah, on the 23rd I'm doing... No, the 23rd is a Tuesday. I'm doing 2 streams.
Oh, okay. So that for your 10K Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right on. That'll be
8
really
hours
good.
of writing time.
Maybe that's what we need to do is we just like when you do like a 12-hour writing sprint, you just need to or write-a-thon, you just need to get online and just go live for 8 hours, take a 2-hour break, and then get back on.
Yeah. I figured that way anyone people can join in. 8 a.m. for 5 a.m. for you guys. I think.
Are you only breaking it for me, or am I about to do C?
I know I couldn't. You froze while you.
Yeah, you just cutting in and out.
Okay.
I think it was me.
Okay. I'm like,
okay.
Not again, no.
So it was me. Yay.
I'm so sorry you have to suffer through this, Caro.
That can only mean one thing.
Evil on no one.
Okay, so you're saying that you're gonna do.
What I was trying to say was that I figured that way some people.
Yeah,
Eastern.
The internet just doesn't want you to explain it.
It's whole out.
Okay, so you're gonna do it 8 a.m. Eastern time, which is 5 a.m. Arizona time. Okay, I see what you're doing.
Yes. Yes. Sorry. I gotta go yell at
So
some
you're
people
gonna
real quick because that means someone else is on the internet.
You're gonna do like a 7-hour the first one around, and then do like a 4-hour the second time around. Okay.
4 and 4.
Is
4
it
and 4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay.
8 to 12, and then 2 to 6.
Okay. So it'll
So I
be
can get my
8
lunch
hours
break.
total. Cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And that way people can join in when they want to, as they want to. I'm not going to force anyone to be on camera with me.
I'll be on camera with you. Maybe I'll get my work done.
I'll show up at some point.
I
Because
know. I'm like,
evidently, if I don't show up to these streams, I don't write. So.
yeah. I'm like, you don't want to know what 5 a.m. Dana looks like.
That could be Avatar Day. Everyone just shows up with their avatar.
Yep.
That would be our avatar day, right? That way, when we're sitting there like clawing our face off, you can't see it.
Right.
Yeah, I second this notion.
It would have to be Avatar Day because I would log in and then like 20 minutes after the stream started, I'd be sleeping face down on my desk. 5 a.m. is really early. Oh, that would actually kind of be funny though,
I don't
you know.
get up at 5 p.m.
Face plant into the
did.
desk, wake yourself up, you know, jerk around a little bit.
And realize you've been on camera the entire time.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Did you get your new project started ready, Caro, or are you still working on it?
I've been doing it while you were talking.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I
cool.
read and decode, so it takes a hot minute.
Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and get started with our third sprint. I heard my door open, so I think somebody needs to chat with me anyway. So we'll go ahead and start this sprint in 3, 2, 1, go. right. That is time.
I did 543 words this time.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
I wrote more things.
I got 579.
Damn. I
That
got
is-
103.
Yeah, some of us are on fire. And some of us have been extinguished. I am definitely on the extinguished side. I got 132, but I also got a bowl of cereal. So, you know.
Food.
Yep. Priorities. The Naked Firefly got 478. Very nice.
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 And Persephone got 223. And she, like me, is hungry. It must be like the erotic author thing. We write, we eat. We write.
Fuel is very important.
I ate before the stream.
Yeah.
I have not. I drink some coffee. That's about it.
Yeah. That's what I do. I drink coffee until like lunchtime, and then I'll eat something. I'm just not a breakfast person. Bethany got 879. Very nice.
I used to be a big breakfast person until I had to cook it every day, and then I was like, I can just go without it.
Yep. Oh, if I go over to my mom's house and she's making breakfast, I'll sit down and eat with her. But like having to get up and make it. I need to train my kids. You guys make breakfast.
I'm a
Bethany
big fan
said
of scrambled eggs suddenly.
Yeah.
And that's what I ate before the stream, was just nothing but scrambled eggs. I was just like, you hungry? Yeah, cool. It takes me 5 minutes to make some scrambled eggs.
Oh, right on. I usually, so I love eggs. Like I like hard-boiled eggs, and I like omelets and stuff. I think that as a kid, I ate so many scrambled eggs that now as an adult, I'm like, I'll take them any other way. Yeah, any other way. But if there's no other choice other than scrambled eggs, I have to put salsa on it. Like lots of salsa.
I do scrambled eggs with either syrup, ketchup, or salsa. It just depends on my mood.
Yeah.
Usually, I find that I'll eat breakfast right now if I cook it the day before, and I kind of cheat and make like a breakfast egg salad thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually what I do.
On days when I do 10K, what I try to do is I'll try to have some leftovers from the night before, and that's what I'll have for breakfast. I'll have leftovers from the night
if
before.
you have to stop in the middle of that to cook, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I like doing I'll make deviled eggs, and then whatever's left over, I like to take like chicken and I'll mix it up, and then it's like a chicken egg salad, and I'll put it on bread.
Yep.
That sounds delicious.
I mean,
It
it
does.
really is. Eggs are so versatile. They are one of my favorite foods. Every time we stay at like a hotel and they have the continental breakfast or whatever, and you look at their scrambly eggs under the heat lamp, it's just kind of like,
Why?
gross. Yeah. There's not enough salsa on the planet.
Oh, that sounds delicious, Bethany. Cottage cheese with fruit.
Yeah.
Why are y'all trying to make me hungry right now? Why?
Sorry. If it makes you feel better, tomorrow's Taco Tuesday.
If we're gonna talk about food, we have to talk about tacos, okay? That's like a rule. Breakfast tacos are delicious.
Well, that's what I was thinking to myself. I was like, if I put eggs and I put salsa, where's my tortilla at? And I can just make a breakfast burrito.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Tamara? We had yesterday. I went to the store. They had 18-pack eggs for $1.89. So I grabbed 2 of them too. I was like, Deviled eggs, hard-boiled eggs, egg salad. There's all kinds of eggs. Get it done.
If I want eggs, I just go outside and get them from the chicken coops.
Me too.
Yeah. Not all of us are
Sorry.
blessed. Some. Oh man. Yeah, but your eggs aren't necessarily free because you got to feed the chickens.
Mm-hmm. But we collected eggs this morning that were actually supposed to be collected yesterday, and we got almost a full dozen of eggs just in one day. So,
Yeah.
doing that on a daily basis, you got a bunch of eggs there.
Yeah. How many are there in your family?
People-wise, there is 6 people living in this house right now. Because it's me, my husband, my parents, and the 2 kids. So we'll go through the eggs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so a dozen eggs. That's easy. That's a meal.
Yeah, that's a meal. I made 8 eggs this morning since all we did was eggs and nothing else.
Yeah.
I made 8 eggs just for me and my daughter, my
Yeah.
youngest. So, and we ate them all. They're all gone.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Nichole mowed a 1/4 acre with a push mower. She's not.
If you're working out,
When I want to say, like, I was 28 and I moved to Maryland to live closer to my dad, and I rented this house on a 1/2 acre lot, and the man and his wife who owned the house lived next door, and he was an elderly man who had a riding lawnmower. And so I figured, since I was a single woman with 2 kids, he would have mercy on me and just ride his lawnmower into my yard. No. So I ended up having to get a push mower from my uncle. And at the beginning, my uncle would do like the first half of the acre, or the 1/2 acre, so that the kids would have a place to play. And then the landlord was like, you're supposed to do the whole thing. And I was like, shit. So once a week, I would go out there with the push lawnmower, do 1/2 acre, thinking, and my thought process was, I'm going to lose weight doing this. No. I thought there was no weight loss. So if you can afford a lawnmower, get a riding lawnmower if you can get one.
I just make my husband do it. Like, that's your duty. I do all the household stuff. You take care of everything outside the house.
Yeah.
See, I will trade any day. If my husband's willing to clean the house, I will go outside and mow the grass all day long.
Yeah, no.
I'll have to wear a face mask because that will kill me otherwise. But
That's what my husband does. Like, you should see him. Like, he's got the. He's got that. He's got glasses. He's got a hat. So it looks more like he's like doing chemical warfare on the yard than actually mowing it. But yeah. And then he still comes in and he's like, "Don't touch me," and he goes and takes a shower and scrubs himself, and yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, is he allergic to like grass and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what really sucks is like he'll go through all the effort to like protect himself when he does our yard, but if we go outside and somebody next to us has mowed the yard, it hits him in the face, and he's like,
Oh no.
See, I'm not that bad. It just makes my eyes water. And I
Yeah.
sneeze a lot.
No,
I sneeze a lot.
His one weakness is his sinuses. So like once his sinuses get inflamed, he's done. He's just done. He goes inside, he goes where lays down.
Yeah.
I try to pamper him. He's like, "No, leave me alone." I'm like, okay, fine.
Oh yeah. So what do you guys want to do one more? Are you guys good for today, or what do you want to do?
Whatever.
I can do one more.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and do one more, and then we'll wrap it up. And I'm gonna go get a new wash machine.
Ooh,
Yay!
fun.
I know.
Yay for house domestic things.
I really am getting excited because the damn thing's been broken for like 2 weeks now, so I got some catching up to do. So I'm legit excited. So, all right, let's go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1, go. I was just noticing the comments about the pool. We had an above ground pool, and I took really good care of it, and then I went back east to visit my family for 2 weeks, and I gave very specific instructions on how to care for the pool, and they weren't followed. And so when I came home, the pool was dead, and they're like, just shock it, do all this other stuff, and I shocked the shit out of it when I tore it down and water flooded the yard. That's what you get for not listening to your mother.
Well, if we had done that, we would have had a lot of dead chickens because they all would have drowned.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Wow. 945 for Bethany and 196 for the Naked Firefly. That is awesome.
I got 602.
Awesome.
Well, yeah, that's really good. Well,
I did 423.
Very nice. This was my best one yet. I got 329.
Nice.
What?
I know. Carol, you are so muted. Deer in
She's
headlights.
Like I finished decoding 20 cards and applying them to a story format, so
Right on.
that was
Nice.
hard actually.
Drunken Moose.
I got 147, and I realized that I made a big mistake in this scene. I'm gonna have to rewrite the whole thing.
Oh, no.
I hate that
Yeah.
so much.
One of my main characters, her magical powers, kind of, I guess you could call it that, is visual. And I realized that I wrote this whole scene where her powers are activated by auditory stuff. So I have to go back through and basically rewrite the whole thing where she sees these things that trigger her instead of hears these things that trigger her. Like, damn it! I basically have to rewrite the whole thing.
Oh no.
But I'm glad I caught it because that would have been kind of an amateur mistake, I think.
Yeah, I had something like that happen to me in book 2 because I'm trying to think of how to explain it without giving anything away. I had to go and track my character's moral actions because it affected her appearance, and I didn't factor that in when I was writing the initial draft. So then I had to like go and make a chart of like good and bad choices made.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
I was just reading. Tamara finished her morning pages. Were you here earlier, Tamara, when it looked like you had set a new crap.
Trend.
Yeah, I'm like, I said it earlier, now it's gone. You set like a new trend because there was another couple people doing their morning pages this morning as well. Persephone did 277, and Bethany did 3,545 words, and she is legitimately 500 more words away from being up to par for her NaNo. That is incredible.
That's awesome.
You know, it's numbers like that I'm like, you know what? I should totally start doing dictation. But if my kids heard me dictating to the computer, they would cut their ears off. No!
I can't dictate my fantasy stuff because all the names are weird.
Yeah.
I'm just going to call them Sally and Bob throughout the whole story and then change it later.
Right.
That's not the worst idea.
No,
Yeah.
actually, it's pretty freaking smart.
Yep.
Control F. Find and replace.
Yeah, the dictation thing is so socially awkward. But, I mean, you could legitimately, like, if you could dictate on another device, like a mobile device or something, you could walk through the store dictating your story while you're grocery shopping, and no one's going to mess with you because they're going to assume that you are insane Not only are you like
So
talking
there's
to
actually
yourself,
someone I know that does that.
yeah.
When I went to Vegas last year, one of the speakers was talking about that's exactly what he does. He has an iPhone, so he has Scrivener on his phone, and then he has some kind of dictation, and that's literally the only time he writes. He writes when he's standing in line at the grocery store or when he's waiting for a meeting to start. That's literally the only time he writes, and he gets Bethany's counts because of the fact that he's sitting there for that time and dictating on his phone.
Yeah.
I thought that was amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, but I'm with Persephone. I couldn't dictate what I write in public. Could you imagine that? And then he touched my there are children
called on me for the amount of violence in my story because I would be talking in graphic detail about ripping off somebody's head. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have the opposite problem.
They wouldn't call anybody. They would just assume that you're an angry wife. Your husband pissed you off and you are going to disembowel him. So
someone better run.
Because we're on this topic. So there's this very nice gentleman who goes to my writing group, and he keeps suggesting that we change our location to a Denny's with a private room, because every now and then we'll have somebody who writes erotica come and read the stuff out, and he's just so embarrassed that people are going to overhear it. And of course, we've been doing this for years, and we just stopped caring.
Aww.
But yeah, every time we get to one of those scenes, he's like, I'm just saying, Denny's has got a private room. Like, we're not moving. Been here for years. We like it here. We're going to stay here.
Yeah, I mean, as long as nobody complains, and even if they do complain, as long as the manager doesn't care.
No, they put us in the corner where we're like not really too close to anybody. And this happened before I started going to this particular group. But one time, this one lady brought like this particularly like raunchy, like intimate scene. And there was like a group of ladies playing bridge, like a couple tables over. And when they left, they were like, "We just want to let you know that was the best sex we ever heard."
Oh, that is fun.
You're doing it right when the older generation is like, hell yeah, they've got plenty of years to figure out what the good stuff is. If they're complimenting you, you're doing something right.
Oh yeah. I thought for the longest time I knew something, and then I sat down and I talked. So my West Coast grandmother is prim and proper, and she can't talk about that kind of stuff. My East Coast granny, though,
hot damn.
I thought I knew some stuff. I was sitting there having a conversation with her one time, and all of a sudden she was just like letting it all fly out, and I was just like, "Oh my God, is this real?" Some of the stuff that my East Coast granny has done, and she like relives in graphic detail. It's just like,
that's going in a book.
Yep.
We had this one person that came. So context, I'm a role player. Like, I go to MMOs and I play, I role play a character and stuff. I'm gonna let you know, like, some of like the serious kinks are in the role play community. Like, just I learned so many things by role playing that I never experienced in real life. And so we had this one person who came, and they thought that they were like super edgy with like the stuff that they were writing about, and I was kind of like, "You got that wrong. That doesn't work that way." Like, I'm sitting there critiquing all of it.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
why do you know all this stuff? I was like, I read. Like, what do you want?
Right. Well, that's like a lot of people automatically assume that if you write erotica, you must have this like super crazy sex life, and it's like, no. I read and I talk to people. I talked to my granny, and suddenly it was like my stories got 10 times better. I was like, holy cow! I think that that's like the best way to kind of do things is to learn to other people, that way.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole lot of people doing a whole lot of freaky shit out there. Let me tell you.
On a side note, my Friday night plans just changed.
Oh, do tell. No.
No, I was just joking about how you have a conversation with someone and you learn stuff like that.
Yeah.
And on a side note, my Friday night plans just changed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like there were a couple of things that I had heard about them, but I had no idea how they worked. And so I contacted my sister and I said, hey, I need to find someone who is open to talking to me about this. I don't want to participate, but I do want to get as much information as I possibly can. And sure enough, like a week later, I was sitting in a coffee shop with this woman and she's like explaining her life to me. And I was just like, I mean, at first you're just kind of like, wow, this is really happening. And then the more she would talk in depth and like explain the dynamics of it, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I mean, it would never work for me, but more power to you that, it works for you. So it was pretty cool. It's really cool. You can learn all kinds of stuff over a cup of coffee.
Yep. True.
Yep. Oh yeah, Persephone knows. There's lots of myths around erotica.
Yeah, every time I tell somebody I'm a writer, they always ask if I write steamy or unsteamy, and I was like, "Do you even know me?" Like,
Oh yeah.
Well, you have a secret life where you write that kind of stuff, just so you know.
Yeah.
Like I'm the person that when that stuff is read at writing group, like my face goes red and it stays that way for pretty much the rest of the writing group session. Like,
yeah.
It's not trying to like talk bad about it. I think it's great and I like reading it, but like, I no way I could write it.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's like when people automatically assume that just because I write it, it means that I am like actively doing these things. I'm just like, people write about like, I don't know, hacking up body parts and all this other stuff. Do you think they got a barn full of, dismembered bodies and all kinds of shit? No, it's just the erotica. No.
They don't have a barn full of dead bodies? Oh shit, I need to go get rid of that stuff.
Some of them just leave them piled up, for the birds to eat. But, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They can't be bothered with dismembering them. They're just like, oh, whatever. You can just rot over there. You're fine. No.
Side note, my
The vultures
Saturday
will get
morning
you.
plans was changed.
I think one of my favorite writing sessions was when I was about to read, and this kindly old lady was there, and she was like, "Is this your memoir?" And I was just like, "Yes, it is." And then I started reading about like shooting people in the head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no, I don't. My life's not interesting enough to write a memoir about, so I write about other things.
Oh yeah. Well, that's like anytime. It's amazing. I think one of these days, like I'll have to do like an entire video on some of the weird stuff that people say to me, and a lot of it's my family members. My favorite one is when one family member will read like a scene and they'll be like, oh, this character is so-and-so. And then the other person will be like, oh, this character is so-and-so. And I'm just like, really? It's very interesting. Like I have this one slutty character, just one. And my sister and my cousin, that they'll go back and forth and they're like, oh, you wrote this about your cousin, didn't you? And I'm like, no. And then my cousin will be like, did you write this about your sister? And I'm like, no. But it's very entertaining that you both can see each other in this character. So
much projection there.
Right? I'm like, maybe you're really seeing something about yourself. But it's pretty funny.
Yeah, everybody always assumes that the main love interest in my story is based on my husband, and I'm like, have you met my husband? Like,
yep. All right. Well, Bethany is getting ready to leave, so we will say goodbye to Bethany. Thank you so much for coming and joining us and getting all those crazy words written.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
So easy.
Seriously leading the pack there.
She is, yeah. That was amazing numbers.
Oh yeah. You use your husband's phone to do your your blood pool and dismembered limbs research. That's great. That's great.
Very smart move.
I wonder how suspicious. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, go for it.
I wonder how suspicious my online activity must look too, because I do like 80% of my work in the incognito window, because Google's search results are so catered to your cookies and your past profile of activity and all that stuff, that for me to get as near to impartial Google results as I possibly can, I have to use the incognito window for everything SEO related. So it's to the point now where I barely use the not incognito window anymore. And I wonder about that sometimes, because the weird shit that I look up for writing is in the incognito window, just like the legitimate stuff that I look up for work, which sometimes gets weird.
Yeah.
And I just wonder, you know, if there's like an NSA agent assigned to me and they're just waiting for me to just flip one day. Like, she's been hiding everything for years. I let it all out.
I know for a fact that there's a file pretty much on everybody, but like it's not like you can request a copy of it. Like it's like I can't remember if it's $20 or $30, but you can request a copy of it. And we were talking about when I was first going to college, and somebody was really curious, so he went and requested a copy of his FBI file, and it was just one page, and on it says likes to play violent video games. Like that was it.
Oh, how funny! I cannot do I can't do research on my laptop or the desktops in my house, because I have a very curious young lady, and I'm terrified she will stumble across things she doesn't quite need to know just yet. So I do all of my research on my phone. And the problem with that is now my phone is acting possessed. And so I'm like, shit, I might have to go like get
Stop
another
watching
phone.
Pornhub.
So you know what? I gotta make sure that these angles are right. Okay, I don't want anybody reenacting what I wrote and they get hurt. All right, it's all research. It's all research.
I like how you just rolled with that comment, and
I get paid. Okay, I get paid to do that.
Ironically, so do some of them.
I know. They probably make a better wage than I do.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, oh man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, shall we call it a day? And I gotta go get my wash machine, and you guys have stuff you gotta do too.
I have to
gotta go
reschedule my Friday and Saturday.
I need food.
Oh yeah.
If I get some food, I might. I'll try writing again probably later this afternoon, but like right now it's just not happening. So.
Yeah, I need to get some food done. I need to do some. I took the weekend off, and I've been trying to do that. I've been trying to disconnect during the weekend as much as possible, just because I feel like when I sit in front of the computer every single day, I just have nothing left. So, but now it's Monday, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so far behind, because, you know, I publicly made some goals. And I fail at them. So, all right, well, cool. Well, let's go ahead and start saying goodbye, and we will start with Miss Amy.
Cue the Cthulhu. Where is it? There it is. I knew it was coming. I saw her look away. I'm Amy Nobody. I am a certified SEO consultant who does not have any social media or a website. I do, however, have the ability to make Cthulhu himself cry. Salty tears of brine. I prefer to think of it that because I don't waste my time on my own website and social media, that I can devote more of my time to your social media and website. That's what I like to tell myself. We'll see if this comes out or not. Cthulhu does not approve. I'm gonna have to get a Cthulhu now, just because. And every time I think of you, I'll have to look at Cthulhu, and I can see your disappointed face.
Yes.
I've been not applying myself very readily to my NaNoWriMo goal of completing my second rough draft of my first fiction book. I have no previously published works or anything like that. Don't think I'm going to make it at this point, unless I apply myself to a couple of those, like, 10K Tuesdays, which there's no way I would get 10K. So I think I'm going to make mine like K Tuesdays. That's what I'm going to call it when I participate. It's just K Tuesday.
Right.
So thank you for having me, because evidently if I didn't have these streams, I wouldn't have any writing either. So yeah.
Absolutely. I'm just thankful you guys show up, because, you know, doing this by myself might be awkward.
Yeah, I do not envy you hosts.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, my name is Tillery Brown. I'm a fantasy author and a writer for Otherworld Inc. and 3 Faith Press. I came here today to work on my NaNoWriMo project, and I got like halfway done, and then I changed topics. I'm pulling the Neil Gaiman over here. I am posting on Wednesday at the same time that this one started. I'm going to set it up probably after we get done here, so if you want to come and hang out with us on Wednesday, you're more than welcome to. So,
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right, Derek, it's your turn.
I'm D.L. Stewart. I write adult medieval fantasy. I do have a website and social media, unlike some people. Everything's D.L. Stewart.
I'm sweating over here. I'm starting to sweat. Oh God, they've converted Derek too.
I've had it.
You do, and you have a very unified presence with all of your keywords in your proper places. I've looked.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Or I try to know. But everything's D.L. Stewart Author. My newsletter and blog is up on my website. You can go click that. My debut novel, The Battle for Medagore, is still on sale for the month of July. The ebook is 99 cents, while the paperback is $12.99 if you buy it through Amazon. So that lasts just this month, and then I'll go back to its regular price. I am currently at 52 hours out of my 60-hour goal for Camp NaNo, so I'm definitely going to hit that, apparently. My project I've been working on is my memoir, True Identities, and I've almost got it completely outlined and the front cover made for it. And plan on doing the back cover and actually start writing it hopefully this week. So, yeah.
Yay!
Awesome. You got a lot of stuff going on.
You
All
try
right.
to be a teacher with all like these little head movements. The Kahlua wants you to have social media.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Kahlua wants social media.
All right, is it my turn now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I am Skye. I write paranormal romance under the name SD Haggis. I don't currently have anything out. My website is currently in the process of being redone, so it's not up. If you go to it, it'll just say that it's not available yet. It's currently under construction. I don't have a newsletter because I'm working on that soonish. That's what I've been working on for NaNoWriMo, actually, is my reader magnet that will be in that newsletter someday. So there's that. And I do have a live stream tomorrow at the same time this one started.
Awesome.
And that's it.
Woo!
All right. Well, I guess that makes it my turn. So I am DanaG Author. This is my channel, and thank you very much for joining us today. Make sure that you guys have liked and commented on my 200 subscriber giveaway so you can be entered in for a free autographed copy of The Awakening and some other goodies that I'm going to put in there. And yay, because I'm super excited about that. I've already, like, I started writing down people's names, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. People love free stuff as much as I do.
Yay, free stuff.
You can find all of my social media at my website, DanaGauthor.com, and you can also get a free copy of The Awakening through Smashwords when you sign up for my website, or my newsletter, because I can really think and talk at the same time today. So anyway, that is it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. You are so very welcome, Persephone. I look forward to seeing you most likely tomorrow in Skye's stream. And then we'll be doing the writing then. So until then, have a great day.
Bye.